5 kilometers off the coast of Japan sits a $14 billion engineering marvel. This is Kansai International Airport, an entire commercial hub resting on a man-made island in the middle of the ocean. It is an operational powerhouse, moving over 30 million passengers annually and maintaining a logistical record that earned it the title of the world's best airport for baggage handling in 2024. Engineers moved the project into the bay because Japan's mountainous mainland lacked the flat, contiguous acreage required for a massive new aviation gateway. When the devastating Kobe earthquake struck in 1995, it shattered mainland highways and infrastructure. Yet Kansai, built with sliding joints to absorb the shock, survived the disaster completely unharmed. Surviving one of the most powerful earthquakes in modern Japanese history gave the project a reputation for invulnerability, a confidence that masked a much slower, deadlier threat brewing beneath the waves. Despite its awards and seismic resilience, Kansai is physically disappearing into Osaka Bay. Since construction began in 1980, the island platform has sunk over 17 meters into the ocean. The sinking rate rapidly outpaced every engineering projection, dropping 12 meters in just its first 8 years of existence. The decline is ongoing. As of 2024, the second artificial island is still sinking an average of 21 centimeters every year. A sinking foundation means every aspect of the airport's design, from the runways to the drainage systems, is under constant, unyielding pressure to stay above the waterline. The enemy here is the seabed itself, specifically a geological layer known as alluvial clay, a loose, extremely wet soil that lines the bottom of the bay. Millions of tons of reclaimed land rested directly on fragile, saturated clay. The immense weight squeezes water out, shrinking the layer and pulling the airport down. To fight this, engineers drilled deep vertical sand drains into the seabed, creating paths for trapped water to escape. The sand drains worked in theory, but the sheer mass of the island proved too great for the seabed to support, demonstrating that human engineering couldn't outcalculate the geological reality. Every centimeter the island sinks brings it closer to sea level, making it exponentially more vulnerable to rising tides and severe weather. In 2018, Typhoon Jebi slammed into Osaka Bay. The storm drove 130-mile-per-hour winds that whipped the ocean into a chaotic weapon. Storm surges easily overwhelmed the sinking concrete seawalls, flooding the runways and paralyzing the critical power systems in the terminal basements. The airport's only connection to the mainland was severed when the wind unmoored a 2,500-ton tanker and threw it directly into the road bridge. The aftermath was a $500 million economic catastrophe. It proved that brute force defenses eventually fail when nature finds a structural weak spot. Realizing they couldn't fight the ocean alone, Japanese authorities reached out to flood management experts from the Netherlands. The partnership drew on centuries of shared history. Both nations have spent generations battling the sea, the Dutch because their land sits below sea level, and the Japanese because they sit atop the typhoon-prone Ring of Fire. This collaboration led to a $150 million stabilization plan, focusing on raising the breached seawalls and installing new sand drains to relieve the water pressure beneath the foundation. These retrofits keep Kansai alive today, but constantly pumping dirt and raising walls is fundamentally a losing battle against gravity. This creates a challenge for the next generation of offshore engineering. Is there a way to avoid the fatal flaw of building on soft seabeds entirely? Japan has been testing an alternative, Megafloat. This research project developed the technology to build true floating steel airports rather than dirt islands. The design uses titanium cladding for a 100-year lifespan and monopod dolphins to absorb wave motion, allowing a massive runway to remain stable on the surface. Kansai's sinking has become a living laboratory for international engineers, highlighting the vulnerabilities of reclaimed land and fueling the search for more buoyant, adaptable alternatives. Kansai stands as a powerful cautionary tale. In an era of rising seas and intensifying storms, infrastructure must learn to float with nature rather than trying to overpower it with sheer weight.